My name is Addison Stoley, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on the Hobby Eberly Telescope for Astronomy 101. I'm going to first be starting out with a brief introduction and overview of what exactly the Hobby Eberly Telescope is. So this telescope is located in Davis Mountain, Texas at the McDonald Observatory. It is the second largest optical telescope worldwide. It is a ground-based telescope, and it is specifically designed for spectroscopy, or the study of the light from stars and galaxies. And it helps us look for things such as black holes, discovering new planets around stars, and even observing different galaxies. It began its construction in 1994, and in 1996, once construction had finished, its first observations were able to be made. And its design also served as inspiration for the Southern African Large Telescope in 2000, which had its first successful capture of what's called first light in 2005. So the Hobby Eberly Telescope stands as a huge inspiration made for observations not only by itself, but for also helping other telescopes such as the Southern African Large Telescope be constructed. And then moving along, I'm going to be talking about some features of the telescope itself. It has an aperture of 10 meters with a diameter of 11 meters or 433 inches. So again, as I mentioned earlier, it is a very, very large telescope. It has lots of hexagonal segments that make up its mirror that you can see pictured on the right here. It has 91 segments to be exact, and it kind of looks like kind of similar to honeycomb in a way, and it lets light be gathered for observation and lets astronomers observe faint objects such as stars, galaxies, etc. And in 2016, this telescope was upgraded for $40 million, and you can now view the sky in a 120 times larger area view of the sky. And the telescope itself rotates on an airbed to make observations of the sky. It weighs 80 tons or 176,370 pounds. And the mirror on the telescope is fixed at an angle of 55 degrees to access a majority of the night sky, unlike other telescopes, which really makes it stand apart from other telescopes that have been made. And then just to kind of wrap up a little bit, I'll be talking about some fun facts and future implications of the Hobby Eberly telescope. So some fun facts are it was named after William Hobby and Robert Eberly, who were two of its key donors. They contributed $13 million in a donation for the construction and continued observations through this telescope. Another fun fact is it does not have a dome like traditional telescopes tend to do. It actually, as I mentioned a little earlier, it's on a rotating enclosure. Its location, where it's located in Texas, makes it very suitable for successful astronomy research. It's in a very remote location and away from any sort of light pollution that might exist closer to large cities, which it's in a very remote location, so it makes these observations much better and much clearer. And then in terms of future implications, it's currently going through an upgrade called the Hobby Eberly Telescope Dark Energy Experiment in order to study dark energy, hopefully sometime in the near future. And it also in the future is hoping to increase its visibility capabilities to capture even more of the universe. And then again, on the right side, there's just another picture of it. It's super, super cool, both exterior and interior of the telescope. And here are just some of my references on this page, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about what the Hobby Eberly Telescope is and all it entails. Thank you.